Hey guys, Chris the Caregiver here, and I am setting up for today's show. Oh man, it is so nice outside even though it's rainy. I'm gonna open this garage door while we film and I do my presentation. And you know what, guys? Let me just set up the opening credits, and when I get back, we'll get into today's episode. See ya. All right, everybody, Chris the Caregiver here, and I want to welcome you to my show, Chris the Caregiver. And I want to start by wishing you guys a happy new year and a belated Merry Christmas. I know I've been gone almost 3 weeks, but I'm just going to say something. I was in the same boat a lot of you guys are in. Okay. We were busy with the holidays. I mean, Christmas shopping, setting up for company to come in for a Christmas party, cleaning up after the company that came in for the Christmas party left, and then having to clean, and then having to set up again for New Year's, and then having to clean up once the company from the New Year's Eve party left, and Christmas shopping, gift wrapping, calling family and RSVPing and trying to arrange for people to come over and go to this Christmas party. It was just a madhouse. I had to do that for myself, my family, subsections and cliques of my family, and clients and client families, because I actually work out of a lot of homes and houses. So it's a pretty big deal. And just like you guys were really busy with Christmas and New Year's, I was actually pretty busy to film and produce content. So I understand that you weren't really able to come here and watch my shows. I totally get that. And that's why I took this 3-week off, because just like you were too busy to come here and watch my show, I was too busy to get on camera and set stuff like this up and produce content. So I get it. And I'm really happy. I've already made my New Year's Eve resolutions, which is for me to be the best caregiver I possibly could be, and to make my 2 or 3 side businesses or side hustles thrive and be the best I can be in them, and provide the best care I possibly can for senior citizens and people who help take care of senior citizens, and to improve upon myself as a person, improve my style, improve my looks, improve my health. Actually get out and travel this year. Last year I was pretty busy to travel, but now I'm gonna make time to travel. So, and that was my New Year's resolution. And you know what? I tell you what, let's do a little fun project here. What's your New Year's Eve resolution? I want to know what your New Year's Eve resolution is. And I want you to let me know down here in that comments section, please. Let's do it. And now, without further ado, we're going to get into what today's episode is about. And it's going to be about the 3 goals of a caregiver for senior citizens. Yes, I know I got old-fashioned scissors because I don't have a pointing device thing. I hope I didn't cut this up. Anyways, let's get on with goal number 1, which is for you to... That's right, provide the best care possible. Yes, I know it's pretty freaking obvious. When we're caregivers, we need to provide care for senior citizens and people who need it. And it should go without saying that we want to provide the best that we possibly can and be the best we possibly can be. And doing obvious things like making sure your clients are eating as healthy as possible and they're getting the foods that they like. Coordinating doctor visits and such. when you help someone bathe or shower, make sure you're very thorough and you're cleaning them from head down to the toe. And yes, even clean the abdominal area, really, really good. So, they're not smelling like pee, urine or pee or feces or poop, obviously. Get people to hair appointments so you can keep up their dignity, and even try to get clothes that match so you can keep up with somebody's dignity and be respectful and all. I mean, all these things are important. When you're providing incontinent care, making sure you clean really, really good on somebody's abdominal area. When someone has a bowel movement, clean it. You got to clean up all that mess as best you can and get as much of it off as you possibly can, because fecal matter has stomach acid in it, which can cause a skin breakdown. So it's very important you're thorough. I know it's gross, but you signed up for the job. It's what you got to do. We all have to from time to time. It's just one of those things. So, provide the best care. But don't even stop there. I mean, do things like research Alzheimer's and dementia. Don't be one of those guys who thinks you know it all. You really don't. I've been doing this job for almost a decade. I really don't know everything. I really don't. And there's other factors too that go into taking care of senior citizens, anyone in particular. So it's really important that you're listening to the families so you can find out what they like and don't like, and so you can try to avoid doing things they don't like doing and doing things that they do like to do. Keeping your clients engaged, and entertained as best you can. If you're doing hospice, make sure somebody is as comfortable as possible before that person passes away. Things like that. Even their emotional care. It's not all 100% physical care. Things like making sure they take their medications, following the nurse and doctor instructions to keep your client as healthy as possible. Keeping up with their physical and occupational and speech therapy directions and such. Guidelines I'm going to cover on that on this show, by the way. It all ties into providing the best care possible. Learning first aid, learning how to do the Heimlich maneuver, learning how to do CPR. These are very important skill sets for a private caregiver, really any caregiver. So that's all I'm going to touch on topic number 1. And so now I'm going to move into topic number 2, which is going to be, that's right, you heard me on this. Your second goal as a caregiver, besides providing the best care as possible for senior citizens and the people you care about, is to care about and love yourself. Believe it or not, hygiene is very important, not just for the people you're taking care of, to maintain, but for yourself as well. Make sure you don't have bad body odor. Make sure you shower. Other ways to care for yourself: make sure you're working out. You're working out, you're lifting weights. It was not easy for me to lose 100 pounds, but I made myself do it, and I feel great doing it. And I did it for me, but I also did it because I care about the people I care about. I love my job and I love what I do, and I want to be the best at it. But there's no way that's going to happen if I don't care for me and I don't love myself first. I can't stress that enough. Okay? So because of this, because I love myself and I really want to care for senior citizens and give the best care I possibly can, I had to say no to cakes. I had to say no to pies. I had to say no to ice cream. I had to say no to hamburgers. I had to say no to to beef enchiladas. I had to take a Mexican salad instead of beef enchiladas. I mean, you know, yeah. Saying no to lasagna to take a nice, healthy Italian salad. Say no to all the pasta and cheesecake. Ooh, cannot eat cheesecake. I had to do all that to eat healthier, and then I had to make sure I'm hitting the gym every day so I can lose weight and look good and look as good as I possibly can. Okay. Other things that you got to make sure to do to love yourself and to care about yourself is to always, take time for yourself. And even try to vacation and travel and take breaks too. Do everything you can to avoid caregiver and job burnout. Because on my channel, you're going to encounter burnout as both being a caregiver and someone who's working a job caring for senior citizens. It happens. I've been through it. I had it so severe one time that it put me into a deep, deep depression. And this is hard to talk about, but I'm just going to say it for the purposes of this video. It gave me suicidal thoughts. It made me feel suicidal, and it took me having, to take a quick break to go out and manage all this negativity that is going into me. And it also took me time to realize that my current situation is not my final destination. Life goes on, and and if you're not happy with it, you need to love yourself and care about yourself enough to do whatever you have to do and fix it, and do not settle for anything less than a happy and fulfilling life. And so I made it that mission. Okay, but yes, that all ties in to caring and loving yourself. Okay. And taking time for hobbies and things that, you enjoy doing. So, anyways, this is getting a little long, and I've said my piece on this topic, on this goal, and so I'm going to now move on to my second goal for yourself that I think is very important, and that is going to be, yes, that's right, the third and final goal as a caregiver before I close this presentation is to care about others around you. Well, try to, of course. I mean, you don't have to be a pushover. It's okay to set boundaries. In fact, it's a good idea to set boundaries. It's okay to say no once in a while, or even a little more. You don't want to be a yes man or a pushover. Okay? People don't like that, and they don't respect that. Okay? And you don't have to take on too much, but that being said, it's okay to be kind. It's okay to be complimentary once in a while if you're sincere and you don't have an ulterior motive. It's okay to be helpful. If you see someone who needs help, help them. They need it. Okay? Also, one other thing I want my audience to understand is you are not just a sibling. You are not just a spouse. You're not just a doctor. You're not just a nurse. You're not just a bathing lady or person. Okay? You are not a certified butt wiper. You are not just a caregiver. You are not an aide. You're not a med tech. You are a valuable member of a healthcare team who needs to work with others to provide the best care you possibly can be for senior citizens and the people you need to care for. Okay, I don't care how you got it. I don't care if you filled out a job application like I did 3 times to get the job that I have. Because I went to work for some guy privately, then the corporation bought it from the guy who owned that franchise, so I had to fill out a job application there. And then when that section got sold, I got sold with it, and I had to fill out a job application. You get it. But you get what I'm saying. Okay? You are a valuable member of a healthcare team. And so is everybody else around you. We all do our part, and you need to do the best you can to care about these people. When they are talking to you, give them your full attention and put your freaking phone in your pocket, when they're doing it. Eyes and focus on them and listen to what they're saying. Learn listening skills. This is what I'm trying to do. I'm not always good at it, but I'm learning, and I care enough deeply about this that I am approaching a person who has a degree in psychology from UCLA, to learn active listening from this person, just so I can apply it on a professional level, because I care that much about the people I work with. It goes deeper than that. Practice good hygiene. Before you go into a facility, hit the shower, brush your teeth, and try to style your hair as best you can if you can. Okay, so I got a bald spot and I'm balding on top a little bit. I own it. Okay, so I don't need to, comb or brush my hair. It's not much I can do with this. Okay, we get that, But yes, keep it clean. But I am using shampoo and conditioner in it, premium, and you should too. But yes, give people your full attention. And the most important goal I want you to do when caring for others is to analyze what value can you give and go out and give value. Your goal is to give value, not trade value. You don't want or need anything in return for your kindness and your good deeds and everything. You simply want to care. That's it. You simply want to be kind and caring. That's all you want. Okay? That's it. And it needs to be ingrained in your heart. It really, really does. And I can't stress this enough. So, anyways, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and close this video real quick because I've got to get done filming. This presentation's running too long. So I'm gonna get back with some final words. That's right. I'm gonna close this video presentation right now with some closing statements. I really got to ask a huge favor for you guys. I really want y'all to do this for me, please, without me having to beg, of course. The 3 things I want you to do is to, somewhere down here, to look for the like button, and to please make sure you hit it. It looks like this. And to, also another thing I want you to do. This takes a lot longer to explain. You can actually do this 50 times in the amount of time it takes me to explain this. But the second thing I want you to please do for me is to make sure you hit that red square right here and make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And then the last thing I want you guys to do is to hit this bell notification icon that looks like this. Yes, I know, it looks like a shuttle that's dropping a black ball of antimatter out of its aft. Anyways, make sure you're please hitting that so you can be notified whenever I upload something new. I would really appreciate that. It goes a long way toward helping my show and my channel, and most importantly, helping me help you care for senior citizens. Okay, and I'm going to close and wish you guys a happy day. Good night. Bye.